Just needed a she shed and a he shed. So because I said get out of my house.
Hey friends of the twins, and welcome back to the channel. And now if you're new to the channel, I just want to take a moment and tell you that Shonda and I, we enjoy putting together tablescapes of all kinds for all occasions. We just have an honest to goodness overall general love for all things home decor, and that does include unique and vintage pieces. Occasionally we like to dibble and dabble in DIYs from time to time. And we are guilty, I must confess, especially me, Rhonda, of decorating for each and every season. Now, if you're new and at the end of the video, if you have indeed enjoyed today's content, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button and become a friend of the twins.
Hi friends of the twins. Welcome back to our channel.
Well, we are over here at Shonda's house, and we thought that we would just come and show y'all a little bit of what's going on over here.
It's always something.
Yep, always got something going on. And probably when you find out the reason why this particular thing is going on, I know some of y'all are going to be tickled.
So, I have an 18-year-old at home and a 20-year-old. That'll be 21 in July.
At home, living in your house.
Living in my house with me and my husband. And
well, I mean, what's the problem?
I want them out. They're young and they're mine. I raised them. But you know how when kids get over a certain teenage year, they tend to think and start to think that whatever you say is the opposite.
And you don't know what you're talking about, and you're not hip enough to know what's going on.
But let me ask you this. Do any of your children ever Google the stuff that you tell them to see if it's right on Google?
What do you mean?
Or if Google gives you that answer, I can tell them something and they'll take their phone out and start to Google. They'll put in whatever I tell them as if it's a question and see what answers come up under Google.
So they don't take your word for it.
They believe Google. So when they get to be that age, and when they have, now I've always raised them to have their own opinion, don't get me wrong. But in my house, Googling should I wash the dishes is not an issue. Googling how many times should you take the trash out in one day if it's filled, that's a no-brainer to me.
Or if you tell the 18-year-old to do something,
and that child says, well, did you ask her to do it?
The 20-year-old.
Well, how many times is she gonna do it, and how many times have I done it? And they just go back and forth. I told them, you guys want this house in terms of the chores that have to happen in the house, and I'm a clean person, so there are things, as you all know, that has to be done every single day
to maintain a house.
So
home, yeah,
they
want to be grown.
And that's what I was about to say. They, in terms of the chores in the house, they want that part to operate as if it's 2 adults and 2 children. But anything else, they want it to operate as if there are 4 adults in terms of coming in the house on time before my doors are curfews. They want curfews and
of course,
all that type of stuff. So see, it's just time. And I came up with another solution that I'm going to share with you.
And it is right behind us. There's one.
And there's the other one.
Guess what she did?
Are tiny houses. One for the 18-year-old and one for the about to be 21-year-old. They're old enough to live in their own space. But I'm not ready to...
we're out here in the country. Y'all can see Shonda lives in the woods. So I guess you eat bugs for snacks.
No, they eat me. All of this chocolate melanin is so sweet. But anyway, I want them to be out on their own, and I want them to start living independent of me. But at the same time, I'm not ready to just throw them out there to the wolves. I know what this world is. You guys know what it is. I have a fear. My son is 18. I mean, I know that everyone sees some of the things, a lot that happens all over the world here involving young black men, and I'm just not ready for him to be out. But you gotta get out of my house. They're getting out of my house, but they're going right out the door and right across the driveway to their own houses, tiny houses. So today, that's what we want to bring to you. We just want to give you an empty tiny house tour.
Now, how long have they been
here? They've been here now probably 3 weeks, a little bit more than 3 weeks.
And are
almost a month.
Are they the same size? Or?
No, my daughter's is bigger than my son's.
Okay.
She's the girl, and of course she has way more stuff than he does. So we went to a place that sold the outdoor sheds, and we just needed a she shed and a he shed. So because I said get out of my house. Hers is bigger than his. They've been here about 3 weeks. We had a contractor that came out last weekend, so of course nothing has been done to them, so they're totally unfinished. We had a contractor that came out, and he looked at, we had to do the wiring first, then the plumbing, and then we'll start with the sheetrock and carpet and kitchens, all of that stuff. All of that stuff.
All right, friends. So what we're about to show you next is we're gonna.
Oh, and don't mean to cut you off, but I need to say this. They are paying for their renovations and their things that they're getting done. Now, will I provide some new housewarming gifts or something? Yes, I will.
Until throw in a gift or two.
Yeah,
also.
but they will be doing their own.
And so, how did they feel? Like, did you surprise them and tell them about the tiny houses, or did y'all talk about it?
I suggested it one evening because, friends, I work 12 hours, and sometimes I get home, it's 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and I leave out before 6 a.m. in the morning. And I came in one night, and there were dishes in the sink, and I just have to have things clean because I do. Yeah. And I just had a fit, and I just said, you know what, I'm just suggesting that you guys get your own place. So my first suggestion and option for them was, if they wanted to get an apartment together, I would help them for a certain amount of time, like pay, help with rent or utility, whatever the case may be. But they don't want to live together.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, they don't want to live together because he knows she's not going to clean up,
and she knows he's not going to clean up. So I told him, you guys don't have a maid here. I am not the maid. I threw out the tiny house idea, and they thought, okay. So my husband and I took them and just let them see what their options were, and so they decided from there.
How do they feel about it now? Are they excited, or they don't want to do it? Or?
Well, they're excited because their first thing is, okay, so once we live in our own house, we can come home whenever we want to. No, I'm still gonna monitor, and who comes on and off of my property is still my property.
Yeah, because here is the house. Here's the house. And as you can see, the tiny houses are right behind us. We're going to give y'all a closer look in just a minute. But her son, how many acres do y'all have back here?
We have almost 5.
Okay, so her son wanted to be back towards the end of the property, way down in the back. And they were like,
I said no.
All right, friends. So, if y'all hadn't noticed, Rinky
and Shinky.
And for all of you, some of you may not know that, of course, she is Shonda, and I call her Shinky. And
she is Rhonda, and I call her Rinky. Yeah. So that's the purpose for these t-shirts.
Yeah, those are little pet names that we gave each other. That's what we call each other. Okay, so next we'll be showing you the tiny houses. Okay, this is
my son.
And his name is Will. Now, if y'all haven't seen his prom video, he just went to the prom, and we, of course, Mama and Auntie were right there. If you haven't seen his prom video, y'all go and watch that. I think you'll get a kick out of it. You would have thought that me and Shonda were going to the prom. We had so much fun.
Yes.
But let me show y'all a side picture. Do you know the length of it, Shonda?
No.
It's a pretty good size though. It's a tiny house, but really for him, it's not all that tiny. It's certainly big enough. Man, I wish when we were coming up, we would have had an opportunity like this.
Yeah.
So right here, of course, they'll be putting in some stairs. But today,
And my son has already picked out his lattice that he wants around the bottom and his stairs and how he wants his entry to look. And he also said that he's going to screen in this porch and probably put a screen door there so that he can sit out sometimes.
and this is
There.
so cute.
Yeah. But I just look at it as an opportunity to still keep my eyes on them and guide them, but to give them a head start in life that my mom wasn't fortunate enough to give me.
Okay. Ready? Okay.
So as you go through the door, it's the front door.
This
And this is what it looks like. There's no lighting or anything in here yet. But here to your right, you can see that the wiring and everything is already, these are the outlet switches. There's a temporary light with some batteries that we had up there.
So he's already started a little bit with the lighting.
And the wiring.
And in his space, this, let me show y'all back here. This little part here is where his bathroom is gonna be.
He wants to move this post. If you can see this post, he's gonna move this up to here, and then we're gonna sheetrock it.
So you're gonna move it from here.
Yeah, that's probably about
To
a
here.
foot or two.
Yeah, maybe about 2 feet. Okay.
From there to there, and then the bathroom will be back there. And then of course this will be sheetrocked.
Okay, so this will be the bathroom. And it'll actually start, instead of starting here, we'll move it over and it'll start here. So that'll give him a little bit more space for the bathroom.
His house has there are 3 windows.
You got
And-
one here, window there, and he has a window there.
And then there are 2 lofts up top. So one is there.
One loft. Okay.
And on the other side, that's where he wants to put his bed. And his storage, clothing, and all these things will be on the other side.
Okay.
And all of this space here, he's told me he doesn't want a kitchen or anything like that. He's gonna have maybe a 5-foot refrigerator and a microwave out here. We're gonna put insulation in and sheetrock.
And so you mentioned about giving them a head start in life. What did you mean by that?
Well, I just mean, you know, our mom was a single parent, so we had to work and help her and all those things. So
Yeah, we actually started working when we were 13 years old, and we have never stopped. So
this will give them an opportunity to stay on my property. They won't have to pay rent to me other than what they pay for their sheds, a monthly amount. And trust me, I understand why people go from living in a traditional house to a tiny house, because the overhead can be almost next to nothing if you own your property or anything like that. So that'll give them the opportunity to work. Both of them will be in college. My daughter will be finishing up her last year, and then my son will he'll be starting. So it'll just give them an opportunity to still work, save money, just give them a little head start in life.
And this is her daughter's here. Hers is a little bit bigger than his, and we'll be going up there in just a minute.
For my son, his is about 260, and my daughter's is 490. Everything is in their name, and I was happy for that. They were able to provide their own signatures, and of course my husband and I were there with them. Actually, it was so funny because when we got back that evening after they had picked them out, they said that we should do a celebration dinner because both of them had closed on their new houses. So it gave them like a little sense of pride, and sense of accomplishment and all of that. So I told him, okay, well, you know, you have a monthly payment.
Yep.
And so now, you know.
And it will definitely give them a little head start and a jump start in life, because I know y'all have probably been keeping up with the housing, I say crisis. If you're trying to buy a house, you know, there's a lot going on with that. And if you're looking to rent a house or an apartment, oh my gosh, the amount that they are charging for apartments and houses these days is just, it really doesn't get any better than that. So now we'll go up here and we'll take a look at her daughter's place.
And the thing about it is, with these, if they decided that they actually wanted to buy their own house, just say in 5 years or however long, the company will come and transport and move these for them. They can move them to their own backyard. If they left them with me, that's fine. I will incur the cost, because I will make both of them Airbnbs.
There you go.
Instant income.
Right. And so this is the front of hers. Like I said, hers is a little bit bigger. Let me give you a little side peek view here.
She wants hers screened in as well. She has a bigger, kind of like a semi wraparound porch. So Ron and I, we love DIY projects. So this was up my alley to get a bargain, and then to be able to show you later on what the end result will be. She has a back door on her.
A window here, and then as we turn, we have a window here, and then she has this extra space here downstairs. That's an extra little space with 2 windows, and then as you can see, we have a ladder here going up, and that is another loft space for her. So has she said what her plans are?
Her plan, yes, this will be her kitchen area.
Okay, she wants a
Hers
little
with
kitchen.
the little bay window. We'll use all this space up for it. She wants a kitchen in hers. So
Okay.
a kitchen, and her bathroom is going to be back here in the far right corner.
In that corner, she have a little bathroom.
I think her shower will be there, and then the toilet bathroom area will be over on this side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this will be her bedroom up here, up the ladder?
Her bedroom is going to be on the bigger side.
Okay,
This
so
side
this
is longer and
Okay.
bigger, so she'll put her bed up here,
Okay.
and then her storage will be on the loft on the other side.
Okay. And as you can see, friends, like she said, who put this light up right here? Y'all did it?
We put it up there just to be able to see.
Okay. All right, and you see it's already kind of plumb for lighting.
Yeah, this one already has a lot of the wiring done for the lighting, because if you look over here, they already have a circuit box that was here. So it's already the wiring, everything is already really done for this one. Of course, we have everything checked, of course, but we'll let the contractor take care of that.
Okay. So a little bit of work to be done, but certainly not anything that's going to be too much, because it's a small space. And for me, you know, I always feel like with a small space, that just means I can pay even more for the fixtures and the flooring and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Cute. We hope you enjoyed seeing what is going to be her kids' tiny houses here on her land. Y'all let us know if anyone else has done anything like this, or if it's
if you're thinking about it, tell me if you have any suggestions, if
Any
you can
advice?
foresee any issues or anything, whatever. Well, I'm always interested to know and hear other people's ideas about things, because we don't know it all.
Yep.
But we can Google it like the kids do.
That's right. So friends, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye. We want you to always, you make the life that you live
a life that you love, because life is short.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.